Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a Persian traditional cookie, which is called Noon Qandi. For step 1, you need to add 1.5 measure of milk, 200 grams butter, and half of measure sugar into a pot. For step 2, you need to heat your ingredients. Just remember to heat it until the butter is melted. You do not need your milk to boil. After the butter is done, let it cool and let's make the dough. For step 3, we're gonna add our flour into a giant bowl. For this cookie, we need about 900 grams of flour. While I'm fixing the flour, I'm gonna tell you the other ingredients for the dough. Other ingredients are a quarter of teaspoon vanilla, 1 egg, 1 spoon of baking powder, and 1 spoon of baker's yeast. Step 3 is to add 1 spoon of baker's yeast and 1 spoon of baking powder to your flour. There is one tip from my mom, which is to mix the vanilla and your egg first and then add the egg to your flour. If you do this, you won't have that eggy smell, which is gross. For better taste, my mom adds a little salt, just a little. Now it's time to add what we heated before: melted butter, sugar, and milk. Egg and vanilla is the last thing we add to our flour. Now that everything is added to the bowl, it's time for kneading. My mom kneaded the flour for about 10 minutes. When the dough doesn't stick to your hand, it means it's done. Put the lid on and let it rest for about 7 hours. Now for the middle part, we need about 100 grams walnut, 2 spoons of sugar, and 2 spoons of cinnamon. As you can see, I'm about to grind the walnuts so it would mix better with everything. If you like, you can add other nuts as well, such as almond, hazelnuts. It would be tasty too, but the original recipe is walnuts. Now, after 7 hours of resting, our dough is ready. It's best to sift the dough as much as you can. It will make it softer and better to taste. Next step is to turn the dough into small pieces. This part would take at least 2 hours of your time, but it's worth it. Now we come to one of the last parts. It's time to fold the cookies. You're gonna make it flat, make the dough flat with your hands. You don't need any other tools. And you're gonna put the middle ingredients in the middle of the dough. Make sure to close the edges like I'm doing now in the video, because if you do not, when you want to cook the cookies, it's just gonna burn everything. For a better shape around the edges, I use my thumb and forefinger to fold them like a shell. If my way was a little hard for you, watch my sister's way to fold the cookies. She uses a plate and her hands, and it makes it easier, but it takes a lot of time. It takes me about 25 seconds to make one of these, but it takes my sister about a minute. So if you learn my way, it would save you a lot of time. And for 900 grams of flour, you can make at least 100 of cookies. The last part is cooking. We need a small pot and a lot of oil, and we have to fry the cookies in the hot oil. When they look like this, it's done. Now see the result. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.